Hey guys, this is Rachel. I want to show you today how to work around in your back office. I get lots of questions every day about how to set up direct deposit, where to find your PV. So the inner geek in me decided to do a presentation. After 43 plus takes, I finally figured out how to show you the information that you needed. If you have questions, call me or Facebook or email me. I'm going to talk about the dashboard component of your back office. The dashboard is the first screen that you see when you log into your back office. There's a couple of things that you can change on here that will help you in your business. The dashboard control panel is where you change these options. You can click on the down arrow and you have two things to choose. You can choose a theme, which is just the color, or you can select widgets. The widget that you currently have on your screen is called the announcement widgets. But there are two other widgets that I find very useful, the FAQs and the status dashboard. To add a widget, you simply click on the widget you want to add and click the add widget button. It adds it to the corner. The most helpful one, I think, and the one I tell all my ambassadors to put on, is the status dashboard. When you add this, it tells you if you are qualified for both monthly and weekly commissions. It gives you your total PV, and it tells you you're active and when your yearly renewal date is. I want to show you some of the menu options that you can use when you are in your back office. I think that learning your back office is very important to know where to get the information and then just kind of know how you're doing for the month or for the day, every day you check. I'm going to start with the dashboard menu. And the dashboard menu is the main menu that you come on when you log into your back office. You can add widgets. My most favorite widget is the status dashboard, and that's going to show you your PV for the month and whether you are commission qualified or active. Your next menu option is the calendar. It's going to take you out of your back office into the Plexus calendar, and it'll show you events that are scheduled around your area and different states in the world. Your event registration tab is something where if Plexus is having an event such as the conference at the end of May, you can go and register for that event here. Where I spend the majority of my time is under my reports menu. The reports menu has several things, and because of confidential information, I'm not going to be able to go to each one of the reports and show you, just so that I keep client information private, keep my own information private. So under your reports menu, you have the adjustments report. Your adjustments are if Plexus has taken anything out of your commission checks, your weekly or your monthly, and put it maybe in your e-wallet, they're going to show you if they've adjusted your check in any way. Your customer reports, or any customer that you've had in Plexus, it shows their email address if they've given it, their phone number if they've given it. It also shows you how many times they've placed an order. So you can see if somebody's ordered from you 20 times or one time, and you can get in contact with that person. You all know the financials. This is where you go to see if you have your weekly checks or your monthly checks. One thing I do want to caution you on is when you look at your financials, and when you process it, you choose either weekly or monthly. You choose the date or the cycle, and then you click commission detail. If you have your pop-up blocker on, or if you're looking at this on an iPad, sometimes it's a little different. Just make sure your pop-up blocker's off, and there's some tricks to do it. If you have an iPad, contact me and I can tell you those. The other reports we're going to look at, your order reports. Under your order reports, there's a couple of options called My Orders and Customer Orders. I like to go under customer orders and then do a start date for the beginning of the month and an end date for the end of the month, and I can see who has ordered for that month and what they've got. I can choose it for my orders or for my customers, and I can also export it into an Excel spreadsheet or a PDF file. Your sales by product, pretty interesting. It tells you how many sales you've had of each one of the products throughout your history with Plexus. Your ambassador genealogy report is where I spend 90% of my time. You can look at your upline up to 3 up, and you can look at your downline down 12 levels. On your ambassador genealogy report downline, You can choose to look at previous months and how you've done, or you can choose the current month and how many levels. So if you're going to choose all the way down to level 9 and you hit process report, you will see the different levels, and you will see whether your ambassadors are active, what their PV is, their email address, and how they are in your downline. Your year-to-date totals shows you the year-to-date totals that Plexus has paid you. Your points per leg show you your points that you receive for each level 1 person and any ambassador underneath them, called legs. That gets important when you start getting in higher ranks in Plexus, because you have to have so many points outside of your primary leg. Points per level, same thing, shows you how many points each level ambassador gives you. Qualifications are if you are commission qualified, or if you have met that 100 PV that they require for you to hit to be commission qualified. It will tell you. That's also the same thing as what was on the beginning dashboard, the status report. Back to part 2 of your back office. We've covered in the previous the dashboard, the calendar, the event registration, reports. We're going to cover the rest of the menu options in this section. Your resources takes you to a valuable off Plexus. It's off your back office, but it has a knowledge base. You can ask questions, you can get artwork, you can do business cards. If you're looking for information, it's in this resource section of Plexus. If you want to shop, check your backup order, your auto qualification, see where that is. You can choose your backup order auto qualification schedule, and it will tell you that what your auto qualification option is and the next order date that it will be if you have not met that 100 PV. Underneath there is your annual fee, and that will show you when you signed up and when you will be charged your next $34.95. If you want to shop and place your own orders, you're going to go under New Order. If you want to see what orders you've placed or pay for an order that you haven't paid for yet, you can go under My Orders, and it will show you everything that you have ordered over the year. My Account is next. I can't go into this one because it's my personal information, but this is an important one for setting up direct deposit. When you are in My Account, you can put in all your personal information. It has your credit card information, your email address, your phone number. At the very bottom of that screen is a part that says direct deposit. If you fill out that e-check information and the direct deposit, then Plexus will direct deposit your commission checks and your weekly checks, and you don't have to wait for that check in the mail. Your e-wallet, another very important tool to me. I like to save a percentage of my commission check or my weekly checks into my e-wallet for several reasons. It's like a small savings account to me. I can transfer money to different ambassadors underneath my downline. I can buy product with it. I can save it in there so that when tax time comes around, if I have to pay, then I have that money set aside for myself. I will show you bits and pieces of this e-wallet probably in another training, just because I have to change the screen size. My Plexus Builder, that's someplace that I could spend, again, I'll probably do a whole nother video on this one because there are so many places. This is what sets up your personalized website. You can add videos, you can track people that have come to your website, you can have it automatically post on your Facebook and your Twitter and any other accounts that you choose. You can follow all your contacts, you can manage your contacts, you can add new ones, you can put in a QR code builder. Again, you can auto post or manual post to social media, and you can look at your site. Well, that's it for this back office training. I hope you got something out of this video and learned some valuable information. If you haven't spent time in your back office, I challenge you to do so because I think this will really help you grow your business.